software should be going now. You still there, folks? I hate that that just happened. But we are. That sucks. Oh, man. That sucked. We're back. It's halftime. Man. All right. It's halftime. We've. Some things happened that really, really suck. But let's. I'm going to take a quick breather. Hopefully, I can get people back. I really do apologize for that. Not now. We're in the second half. Nil. Oh, that is frustrating. But we are at halftime. So we're gonna let that we're gonna let those countdowns happen. This is Jonas Brasco. I apologize for that. Oh, that is frustrating. That is real frustrating. And I hate it when stuff like that happens. But nonetheless, I will be back. We'll talk about we'll talk about what happened. I don't think I want to talk about what happened, but yeah. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Fulham got beat at their own game. Nonetheless, we are getting there. It's just. And what's amazing about, if nothing else, Fulham is actually losing the possession battle. Also, shots. And not that I am fouls committed. All right. Before we're not there yet, let's look at the stats, because nothing much more I can say about that except Fulham is definitely winning, is definitely losing the stat war, except corners. That, like, Brighton has actually done a great job of keeping the possession. Oh, they're making an announcement about the summer series. Fulham was in that a couple of years ago. I was actually able to go to that. I'm wondering what is starting to flash on my screen, because they are. I think I'm actually. Yeah, I was gonna say. I want to say I got that straight in the middle. But right now, everything else is going. Oh, it sucks because I had someone. I had a subscriber and I lost it, and that saddens me greatly. I'm gonna mute. I'll be back for the second half. Thank you. All right. Thanks for being patient. We are back. Second half is on its way. And it looks like all settings are go. I'm going to put you at the 46th minute. Sync. All right. Lineups have stayed the same. There has been no changes yet. And as far as AI is concerned, for all you people who are worried about the gambling, they got Brighton taking this in about 41% chance, Fulham coming back at a 24% chance, and of course a draw at a 35% chance. But while Fulham is going into the wayside, how about Southampton leading 1-0 against Liverpool at half? That would get those Villa people some hope, and this also would mean that they would not, that Southampton would not be the worst Premier League team ever, and that still would belong to Derby County. But Brighton currently has the ball with Pedro, left hand side. And what's scary about this is Brighton has possession. Like a 1-1, I'm not saying that I want this by any means, but a 1-1 draw in this situation is not the worst thing in the world. Doesn't mean I want it. I'm just saying it's not. I'm just saying that if push comes to shove, that's not the worst thing in the world. It really sucks losing someone, but I am glad at least I got a like. We're on a like, a subscriber. It just that's so frustrating. But Pedro in the box. Pedro with a shot goes far right. That should have been 2-1. That easily should have been 2-1. Those are the type those are the types of shots you have to make. Wow. Still, Brighton is doing a great job with possession. The back line of Fulham is going to have to do better. Sorry, I haven't had breakfast yet. Moving on. Second half is kicked off with Southampton and Liverpool. There is another game today, but there's been no score between Crystal Palace and Ipswich. In the meantime, this is by no means a clean game, but Brighton does have a corner. And of course, I know it's hard. We're going to try not to have too many spoilers on this. Sorry, I'm checking out how the stream is looking right now. It looks pretty good. Fulham is definitely taking its time with the corners, and I should not be getting nervous anytime Pereira's on my screen. But you can clearly see the height difference between Van Heckel and Pereira. Whistle's gone off. Corner's taken. Corner is wide. But Brighton, the main thing is they still maintain possession, gets it into the box. It misses everybody, and it's going to be a goal kick. And I think you are. I think you are Fulham. You are really glad that that's definitely the case. And Raul Jimenez, it looks like he had a chance. He's going off the side. There's no one in the box waiting for him, so he had no. He didn't have to go for goal, but there was no one in the box. Absolutely no one in the box, and that's just don't know what to say about that. But Fulham does have possession, but there is a foul. We're gonna look. Oh no, it is Pereira. No, actually, that time no, that is Sandberg. I don't think it's a foul. It was again. That was on. Well, no, just a collision between Sandberg and Jorginho. So I'm make possession, and oh my, there's a flag. There has to be a flag. Yes, there is for offsides. That was smooth, but that was definitely offsides. Mitoma way too open. Pass is going into the box. Mito has a step. Mm, yeah. No VAR needed on that one. Mm. Actually, they're checking. But decision stands. No goal. Hmm. Hmm. That was a push by Sandberg. Fulham has had to be a lot more aggressive this time. Going towards the outside. Dispossessed, but out of bounds. Silva is not happy on the bench. I'm not expecting any subs till about the 70th minute. Just so we have a look, let's take a look who Fulham has on the bench. Sessegnon, Cuenca, Tom Carney, Harrison Reed, Joshua King, Marshall Godo, Rodrigo Muniz, and Willian. I'm pretty sure Carney and Reed will come in, and wow, no call on that one. This is going to be a scrappy match and a retaliated foul. And I think that's Jimenez. Van Heck Van Heck goes down. Referee needs to maintain controls. Samuel Barrot. I should mention that. I normally don't talk about the referee, but Samuel Barrot. And Liverpool has said, screw that. With Nunez and Salah just getting a penalty, Southampton had scored right before half, and Liverpool said, screw that. And regrettably, if you are Mr. Ramsdale, you saved the penalty and you gave up a penalty, and that's just and man, I'm sorry. Like you played hard in that first half, and then just Liverpool literally said screw that. But not focusing on that match, there is one other match going on right now, and yeah, there's no score in that one. Crystal Palace Ipswich. Will be. Maybe this is good just to slow it down. Maybe maintain possession. Switch back to the main lineup. Alex Iwobi has been on a slight drought lately, but he's still aggressive. Fulham has managed a corner. Pereira's going to take it. A rocket into the box, still gets taken, bounced out, sent back into the box again. Man, Fulham almost had a chance, but they just booted out. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why it happened, but I do know that it happened. Coming in, I would have been okay with a 1-1 draw. I mean, okay, coming in, I would have been okay with the draw. But Fulham is not the greatest at the MX. In fact, the last time Fulham scored 3 goals, and that's kind of the point, is the December matchup between these two, 3-1 at the Cottage. And just going back, I think that's also the last time Fulham scored 3 goals. Nonetheless, Brighton has it. He tried to get it to Mitoma, but Mitoma was definitely offside there. Fulham with a quick free kick. Referee calls it back. Mm. Come on. There's a boot, but there's no one really on the other side of it. Brighton is going to get the ball, kicks it out. It's going to be a throw. Marco is upset at the bench, but no one on the sideline. But he hasn't called anyone from the bench yet. Fulham gets the ball back. They're just now. It looks like now it's just trying to get possession again. They are still down on possession, 53-47. This has definitely been. It's not. It's very rare for a Fulham team to be outpossessed, and not just outpossessed, but also fewer passes. And not saying you should be looking cross into the box is deflected. Brighton gets the ball back. Low crosses are not working. Brighton was trying to literally go 2-on-5. And the sad thing is it nearly actually worked. Cross into the box again. Nope. Goes down. There's some collision. Nope, not full collision. Bassi is actually playing pretty far up. Gonna send it outside to Castagna. Back to Diop. Up top to Bassi. Will be back to Diop. Slowly, they're just. I mean, I can understand the need just to have possession, but something has to happen. But Brighton is a tall team. Header. They're now going back. They're now back on the attack, but Fulham still maintains possession. Try to cross Robinson, and it's going to be a corner. Well, I was going to say literally the person, Yankuba. Yankuba. I was thinking that I was going to say the only person Robinson's taller than, but no, that's not the case. It's going to be a corner. Brighton defends well. Robinson gets it. Robinson, oh, that's going to play advantage. They're going to say Robinson fouled. And this game is very scrappy. Brighton has a man down. It looks like it is Jorginho. I don't know. They're going to say Robinson. No, okay. Robinson was definitely going for the ball. I don't think that's a foul, okay, but it's definitely not a card. Any case, it is still 1-1. We're in the 68th minute. I've had one person come back into the room. I want to thank and apologize for what happened earlier. But nonetheless, we're back, we're stable, and we're cheering for Fulham. And it looks like Brighton's going to make their first sub, and it looks like Muniz is going to come in for Fulham. All right. And in the meantime, we're going to make it. And there it is. Anthony Robinson gets himself a card. But Muniz is going to come off the bench. Robinson, he's going for the ball. He's going for the ball. But they're going to put that. I mean, there's nothing else. He's going for the ball. I don't know what else to say on that. And ironically enough, someone fouls Pereira. Not Pereira with the foul. Someone actually fouls Pereira. And in the meantime, and slipping. I think that goes out. Brighton with those chances. This game should definitely be 2-1 already. Or 3-1, but I'm not complaining. It's just been bullets have been dodged. That's all I'm going to say there, is bullets have been dodged. Bullets have been dodged. And right now, they just stated a record. Fulham has 7 away wins. They currently have 6, but I've learned not to put much stock into that, not to jinx it. I would be okay with a draw in this game. This one was a very tough one. Um, I don't. Brighton is definitely not a we're gonna sit on this 1-1 match. And I'm not talking just the fact that they've rolled 5 straight, but literally the last time Brighton didn't score was that shellacking they took from Nottingham Forest 7-0 back in February. This is not that same team, and they're showing everyone that the case. But it will be maintaining possession and earns. Uh, I don't know what I think about that. I don't know how I feel about that because I thought it was a corner. Nonetheless, Itoma keeping up. Looks, yeah, forces it to go off a little bit. That's just great defending. Brighton maintaining possession. It looks like they're going to make a second substitution. We're currently in the 74th. We're around the 74th minute, so I'm not going to be surprised if we see Tom Carney or Fulham start to make some more substitutions. You still got you still got Willian and Godot on the bench. You also got Tom Carney, Joshua King, Harrison Reed, Ryan Sessegnon, and Kowenka. But we've now hit that 71st minute. Ah, 75th minute. Iwobi trying to get something into the box. Pereira was in the middle, but Pereira has not. This has not been his best game. And so far, I mean, with considering everything Anthony Robinson, it sucks when your captain gets a card, but the first one, and it looks like a Fulham player goes. Again, it's Pereira. No, it's not Pereira. It's Muniz who went down. Continuing on, this is 1-0 in regards to possession. This has not been Fulham's best game, but it has actually gone to 50-50 with the ball possession. But Brighton and Fulham have always caught up on passes. Fulham still leads with 6 corners, but nothing from them. Fulham still with only 1 shot on target. Brighton has had me 3, Fulham 4 shots altogether. They really haven't done anything in the second half. And Brighton is making some subs. I'm not surprised by this. Solly March is getting some time in there. And of course, Danny Welbeck. Of course, there's no surprise Danny Welbeck was coming into this game as a substitute. And everything should have been updated on that side. We're gonna wait and see if Fulham's gonna make a substitution anytime soon. Fortunately, we did have an incident earlier that has been taken care of, so apologies on that end. I'm looking Castagna. Castagna is onside. He goes inside and he just tries. He gets the ball. It's knocked off. It will be. And then was that Muniz with the hand? 80th minute. We're in the 80th minute. Game is still 1-1. Brighton has it. They're just. Neither team has done enough to win this game. But it's exactly what you expect from two gutsy sides. Like they both have eyes on Europe. Southampton, they're still down to Liverpool 2-1. Crystal Palace, Ipswich, it doesn't look like anything's happening there. It's still 0-0. But there is an offside call against Brighton. Iwobi looks like he gets fouled, but he doesn't. I think that was offsides. Mitoma. I will admit, Mitoma has been pretty aggressive. It looks like Harrison Reed and Willian are coming in. And Pereira, yeah, Pereira needed to come out. Even though I'm not gonna, I'm okay with Pereira coming out. It was, this was definitely a frustrating match for him. So I can definitely see that being the best, being a good move on that end. We're gonna make a quick update to the lineup. I like to try. I try my best to keep it current instead of just worrying about subs. It's like, okay, this is the current lineup. These people are in. We're in the 83rd minute. Hopefully, people can hear me all right. This is Jonas Brasco. It's 1-1. Both goals happened in the first half. Jimenez got one in the 35th minute, followed by Van Heck getting one to put us level at the 41st minute. Since that time, it's been a little bit back and forth. Anthony Robinson got himself a card. But outside of those things, it really has been a 0-0. But Brighton still, they got the ball in the box. I know he hasn't scored, but big ups to Itoma. He has been on the ball. He's been very aggressive. I'm not one of those people that are going to rush to have a man in the match, but Mitoma has definitely had a good game. Willian is on the ball. Can Willian keep possession? He gets it to about the midline and then just kicks it back. Fulham is doing okay, slowing down play. They're like, let's slow it down, let's keep possession, but they're keeping possession in the Brighton half. And then it's just a quick interception, but it does come back, and then it's intercepted again by Brighton. Brighton, they did have someone in the box, but they had to kick it back out. The referee is doing his best to try not to get taken out. There's no interception. Mota had a chance on it, but it is knocked out. And I think Bassi was the one who, no, it was Diop who got on that one. And Brighton is going to use their final two subs, which I am not. I can't say I'm actually surprised. This is not a position Brighton is in a lot, where it is just a 1-1, 1-1, 86th minute. Yeah, they're not going for the draw. They're going for the whole 3 points. So we will make those, but Brighton is on the ball. Offsides. Again, Brighton does not like being in this position. They've used all their subs. If I'm Fulham, I'm wondering if it's going to be a defending but no, clearly offsides. Shot, yeah, it goes straight in. The keeper's beat, but the substitution and Dingra was going straight on. They're checking VAR. I have no doubt that that's offsides. Looks like it's going to stand. It looks like Alex Iwobi is coming off for Ryan Sessegnon. And I can go ahead and say that Silva is not happy with this. Fulham still has one more sub, which I'm kind of surprised that they have not put Tom Carney in. But a rarity right now is Fulham does have a corner. Everything okay? Are you still streaming? I am still streaming. Okay. Apologies. Kid got to me. We're now in the 90th minute. I have not seen the indicator board for stoppage time yet. Crystal Palace has finally got one. On Ipswich. So as things stand, Palace would move up the table. They're 90th. Ipswich would still be tied on points with Leicester. Again, those crosses, they're definitely aggressive with those crosses into the box. Long range shots. It's 5 minutes of stoppage, folks. But it is only fitting that the way things are going, it's only fitting that this match gets a draw. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, folks. We got about a minute. About a minute has passed in stoppage. Liverpool still up 2-1. Crystal Palace 1 up. Fulham has one substitute left. I think they're going to leave Carney out of the. Sessegnon on the corner. Sessegnon getting into the box. Sessegnon Gets the ball knocked away. But Castagna gets to it. Go to the outside to the captain, Robinson. Swings it into the box. Keeper grabs it. We still got... We're now approaching that 93rd minute. Once again, there's 5 minutes of stoppage time. Liverpool has gotten another one. Brighton tries to go straight into the box. It does not work. But the crowd is enjoying this. It's a great run, but the ball was just not there for Gomez. It went straight out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. I think Leno is going to let this... I think Fulham knows that this is probably going to end in a draw. But this is also Fulham. We may be talking... We are definitely in Fulhamish time. For those that don't know, Fulhamish time happens when Fulham is either drawn or ahead, and they give up either the win or the draw. And Fulham is high on there with the draws in the league. While they're not number one, as things stand, this will be their 10th draw, with only Everton and Brighton having more. Moving on, we're now in the 94th minute. Muniz chasing after the ball. Almost an errant pass, but they couldn't get onto it. It's back to the keeper. Brighton is holding possession. We are closely approaching the 95th minute. Brighton with the ball. Simon trying to cross it back. It's not there. They're trying to work that left-hand side and maybe get something into the box, because we are definitely in the 95th minute now. Fulham is not going to let him just go through the middle. With the exception of that header, Fulham has done really good defensively. There's an interception. Is this going to be Fulham's last chance? Robinson with the ball gets dispossessed. Crystal Palace Ipswich has gone final. Brighton again, maintaining. Do they have one last miracle in them? Actually, not even a miracle. If nothing else, it was out the run of play. Brighton has definitely been aggressive. I think that went out of bounds. They're going to say nothing. There was a foul in the box. No. 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 No, I think he just wrote. I don't even say that's a. I'm not even going to say that's a foul. Harrison Reed is trying to get to the ball. Pedro just kind of rushes behind. I'm not going to call it a dive, but it definitely is not a penalty. I don't. I can't say anything. I can't. Bert Leno, they're going to give him a yellow. They're giving him a yellow. Fulhamish is real, folks. Fulhamish is real. Reed does not. Deep breath. Deep breath. That is a horrible way for this game to end. Anderson got a yellow as well. I'm sorry if I'm just quiet right now. Leno guessed right. That's a sad thing. Leno guessed right on the penalty. It was good. I can't say anything bad about the penalty. It is a good penalty. Leno guessed. He just got beat. Fulham's going to have a little bit more time, but I can't. I can't. I really. I wish there was really not such a thing as Fulhamish time. But I watched it, I see it, and it happens again and again. I don't think that was a penalty. I really don't think that was a penalty. But that's how it happens. That's exactly how it happens. Brighton goes up to 6. Their European hopes are still alive. Fulham stays at 9. I really try my best not to cuss on stream. I really do. I really, really do. I want to thank everyone who watched. I do. I'm not going through final stats or anything like that. I'm gonna have to look at the Harrison Reed thing. That's all I can say is I'm gonna have to look at how that ended with Harrison Reed. But this can't keep happening. Okay? If you're a Fulham fan and you want to get to Europe, no, sorry, not a Fulham fan. If you are a Fulham player and you want to get to Europe, this cannot keep happening. Brighton was an aggressive team, and they deserve this. I'm not even mad at Brighton. Brighton did what they had to do to win. They won the possession battle. They won the shot battle. They got more shots on target, and they made Every opportunity count. They had more passes. They had shots inside the box. They had shots outside the box. They outdid Fulham in passing. They had more offsides, but they were at least going down the pitch. They were going down the pitch. They were being more active. And I even said it. Fulham cannot score just one goal. It's no longer about if you want to win, you got to score more goals. If you want to draw, you got to score more goals. Jimenez did a great job in the first half. We had one sub left that we did not use. Next Sunday, Fulham Spurs at the Cottage. Traore was out with an ankle. Of course, Sasa Lukic, suspended. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say I want things to come to my head, but I can't. If you're a Fulham fan, you have watched this again and again and again. I'm sure someone's going to find me online. They're going to put me in that little, person is pissed off reaction time. And that's fine. This is just... You want to be mad. But it's not like they don't know this. It's not like the fans don't know this. The fact that we have a term called Fulhamish, and I told you guys, this is going to happen. Or this is a possibility. This should not be a realistic possibility. But it is. You don't count your chickens before they hatch. And I don't say Fulham wins or Fulham draws until that final whistle. I don't even say Fulham is going to get 3 points. I don't even say Fulham is going to get 1 point. I know when it's past the 90th minute, all bets are off, and I just have to watch. And more times than not, this is what I'm watching. This is what I'm watching. Oh my gosh. I'm going to let this go. I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to let this go. And we're going to be back next Sunday. It's going to be back at home against the Cottage. We are still ahead of Spurs in the table. But now we're not talking. We're now not talking about that. About Europe right now. Brighton, their hopes now they've moved up to 6. They are tied on points with Chelsea. Chelsea's only ahead due to point differential. They are 1 point away from a Champions League spot behind Manchester City, because Manchester City, wow, They blew it today. Anyway, quick rundown of the final scores. Nottingham Forest, that 1-0 win. Brighton, 2-1 over Fulham. Crystal Palace, they find one late. They get the win over Ipswich. And Liverpool said screw that after the first half and basically just said, let's run these people down. And they took 2 penalties. That's the amazing thing. Give Southampton credit for their fight. It took 2 penalties from Salah for Liverpool to beat them. And the keeper saved one of them, too. He saved a penalty, but gave up 2. Once again, I want to thank everyone for watching. Final score, Brighton 2, Fulham 1. This is Jonas Brasco. Next match, Tottenham at the Cottage.